Today we're going to make a hinged tag that has a cutout, and we're going to make it just by using up some of our scraps and a few stickers or stamps if you have them. This is part of Miss Paint-A-Lot's Alphabet Challenge 2025, and this is the letter B for butterfly. I'm going to start with a leftover sticker that came from a pack of stickers from the Dollar Tree. And I have a scrap of paper that I actually had glued two of the same together because they were just blank on the back and pretty flimsy. So for whatever I was using this for, I had glued two together. So I'm going to use that for this top piece where we're going to cut out around the butterfly. And then I'm going to use this as my background piece. So some pieces will need to be cut down a little bit. And then I just have some scrappy bits. This is actually off of a text block when I started to pull a book apart. This is from the spine. And then I have some scrap pieces of dictionary page. And you could do this with any sticker. It doesn't have to be a butterfly. And if you don't have stickers, you could take a card and stamp a butterfly on it and then fill it in, paint it, or use colored pencils, and then apply that to this top sheet that we're going to cut around. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is get my sticker placed on here. And I think I'm going to do a rough tear then around that. So let's just get this on. I'll leave a little space here because I need room for the hinge. So I'm going to come in a little bit. Get that placed down there. And then put this out of the way. Just going to do a rough tear along here. And same thing on this side. And then this side I don't have to worry about because that is going to get cut off. So I'm going to do that part next. You're going to start wherever you want, but you're going to cut out from the center of the butterfly over and leave this part as is. So we're just going to come in here, just like your fussy cutting, and just go around your sticker or your stamp that you used. Okay, and if you have a corner rounder that will fit in there, you can use that to round that off. It really won't without really bending that back, which I don't want to do. So I'm just going to round the corners a little bit. You do not have to do this part, or you could just cut them off at an angle if you wanted. So there we have that part done. Now I have my bottom sheet. And I'm going to cut this to size, or tear it probably. I want it a little bit bigger than what is there on the top part. So I'm going to come over to about there and make this one pretty close to that edge. So now we have this, and I'm going to put hinges right here. Actually, I think I'm going to tear a little bit of this off because I cut this a little too short. I mean, you can certainly have it hanging off, but I think I'm going to cut that just a little bit right there. Let's see if I can do it with this, even though it's such a tiny amount. Okay, yep, I like that better. Then I'm going to just tear some pieces of the dictionary page, and I'm going to glue those on for the hinge on the outside. Do I want to ink that? I think I'm going to ink around this piece first, just to set it apart a little bit from that piece that it's laying on. And you can even go around this part. Also, I wanted to mention, if you have a stamp that the butterfly antennae are really intricate, you do not have to leave them on there. You can just cut around the head. All right, so I'm going to glue these two down and then flip it over and attach those to the back. And when using dictionary page or any text block, you do want to just double check what words are there, just so you're not using something that you wish you would not have. All right, and then this one. Just like this. Yep, I'm not going to use that one. I put glue on the wrong side then. That one says something about inflammation, which isn't all that big of a deal, but not something I want on my butterfly card. So, and that says asylum. Let's go over here and just tear something. Okay. Okay, so now we have that it does this. And now, since our both of the papers are very busy, I'm going to put a piece of coffee dyed paper in here. This will also help act as a hinge, but also provide some journaling space. And I think I'm going to round the corners on this one. Okay. So I'm going to glue that down there, and I'm going to go around the edges. And I think I'm also going to just crinkle it a little bit. And take the ink over it a little just to even age the paper even more. Okay, then I'm going to put glue on this. I'm just using a Tombow glue stick. Glue that on there, and then that provides some journaling space. I'm just going to crease that a little bit there so it acts properly for the hinge. All right, so far we have this. And now I'm going to put a little bit of something down here, just like a little cluster. And I think I'm going to use a piece of this. It's from the binding of a book off of the spine when I tore a book apart. I'll use a little bit of that. And I have these strips that I had cut out of a book that I took apart. And I just keep them flat in here. You can glue. I did glue a couple, but they pop right off anyway. But this kind of has, seems to have even static, that they just stay in here like this, and it doesn't really matter if they get moved around anyway. Let's see. To go, here's one that says Beyond the Gardens. Maybe we'll use that one to put on with the butterfly. I found some funny ones too. I forget what book I was in, but this one says The Lobsters and the Chickens. This one says Lend Me a Monkey. So I'm anxious to, and With Her Hair in a Tangle. So I'm anxious to use more of those in some of my projects. All right, now I lost the piece that I cut. Let's cut another one. Okay, I'm gonna put that there. And Beyond the Gardens, it needs a little something else. I could do a number maybe. So many tiny numbers. Okay, my camera shut off because it said my storage was full. So now I got that straightened out. So I'm back and I found this little number, and I have these labels that I had gotten at either Michael's or Hobby Lobby. And I think I'm going to use one of those somehow. This blue kind of picks up the bluish gray that's in here. And I have my little saying. I have the bookbinding stuff I want to use, and then I have just pulled out this little number that's bright white, so I want to grunge that up a little bit. I might put that on there and then stick the little saying on that. That fits perfect on there. All right, and for this, I think I'm going to use my 3-in-1. Let's put this down first. And then we'll do the bookbinding material. And then the number. Let's hold that for a second. I think we're actually going to slide it all down here a little bit so we can see some of it when we're like that. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, and then I have this little teeny tiny piece. I'm going to glue that on there. And I'm going to add just a little ink around on this one. And let's see, where do I want that before I glue? Maybe we'll even put it up there. I think we will do that. Okay, so we got that on there, and let me get these put away. I just was storing these in a Brie container. It's just, I thought, cute little box, so I saved it, and it's perfect for those. Okay, so this is what we have now. We've trimmed that a little bit hanging off there. And inside, that one got really cute. Okay, and this was the original. So this could be put into a pocket in a journal, or it could be glued down in a journal completely, or you could just glue down the sides, 3 of the sides, and create a pocket with the rest. So there's several ways that you can use these, and I just think they're really cute. Okay, so I hope this inspired you to get out some scraps and make a couple of tags, and please go over and check out Miss Paint-A-Lot's channel and jump in and join the Alphabet Challenge 2025. I'll see you next time.